Zdeno Chara and Brad Marchand. Are they on the trading block? I don't know. That's going to be on In the Crease today with Tommy C. My partner, the Dead on Dave. What's happening, Betty?
What's going on, Mr. Jack Eichel?
Jack Eichel.
Jack Eichel.
Do you know Jack Eichel had a beautiful line change yesterday?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I heard
great.
about it.
He can really make a beautiful line change. Everything.
Yeah, everything. I haven't fucking. You know why
He can really
like that?
make a beautiful line change.
He's
Everything
hypnotizing the goddamn media.
I heard he also makes a very good wine.
I heard his boogers cure cancer, which is what I almost. I heard. You know, I was supposed to do the topic, not Jack Eichel.
I know, I'm sorry.
You could have done that later.
We could have, but
YouTube requires me to talk about whatever the fuck I'm titling it.
I'm torpedoing early, motherfucker. Fuck the hockey fucks and fuck YouTube.
Well, I think the biggest news in the entire world right now is what's going on or potentially going on in Boston. Of course, we're not just talking light rumors here. We're talking about just about every major hockey publication. They're saying that Marchand is on the trading block. Zdeno Chara, captain of the Boston Bruins, is on the trading block. Malcolm Subban is on the trading block. And who knows? Maybe when Dennis Seidenberg gets out of his deathbed, he'll be on the trading block. They already traded Hamilton and Lucic. There is, and Tuukka Rask, from what I'm seeing right here.
Yep.
Holy Christmas.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's the right play.
Yeah. Just something tells me the Bruins have bought into this. I think that it's like, I get that. You know, they didn't. Here's the problem I had. They didn't really start losing until they changed things up after they lost to the Blackhawks in 2013. They didn't really start looking shaky up until that point. So yeah. I can only want. It's like they didn't crash the plane. They jumped out of it first.
And they did, but we don't know how much of it was the changes and how much it was the age. They were an aging team anyway.
That's true, but they hadn't crashed the plane yet. They just I just almost rather them do what the Devils did. You know, Marty is clearly not cut out to be an NHL goalie anymore. Yeah. Zach Parise left and Kovalchuk, so it was kind of done for them. But it's just like they didn't. The plane didn't crash.
No.
Why couldn't they try Boston Bruin hockey, which sold a lot of tickets, brought this team out of kind of the mediocre slot of the original 6 teams?
Yeah.
Why now? I mean,
I think the thought process was they felt that they could not, regardless of what they did the year prior, losing in the 26 seconds and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that they felt in their heart of hearts that same team was going to compete with what they felt was going to be an improving not only Western Conference, but their own conference in the East as well. So they decided to get a little bit ahead. They outthought themselves and made some moves that was detrimental to the team. Now we could stop talking about it. That's happened. It's over. Now they got to look at what they have. And the reality is this shit is over. This team is in a lot of trouble because I said from day fucking one since we started this show this year, I told you, Julian will not have a goddamn job in 2 months. Now I'm thinking more like 2 weeks. Claude Julien is gone, son. He's fucking over. And not only should Chara, 39-year-old Chara, be traded for a ham sandwich, whatever the hell they can get him.
38. That bothers me. That bothers me because that means you can't get ages wrong on this show anymore. It's a new rule. All right, this is for you. You're wrong.
Sorry,
because it makes me feel old.
How does that make you feel better? He'll be 30. He's 38 and a half. Okay,
better. Ding ding ding.
Needs to be gone.
Yeah.
6'9". Get his 6'9" big ass out of here. Frankenstein needs to find a new castle.
Yeah.
The problem with Brad Marchand is he's nowhere near as good as his name would indicate. Everyone says Brad Marchand. Brad Marchand. He's been in the league 6 years. He doesn't average 40 points a year. Not even 40 points a year. He's undersized. He's 5'9". He's a $183, and he's got, guess what? He's out again indefinitely with a concussion.
Yeah.
His value isn't very much. So you got to start getting more creative if you're Boston at this point. And like you were saying, Rask probably gone. Maybe Patrice Bergeron gone.
Ugh.
I think the only guy that you're not leaving right now is Zach Ronaldo. That's it.
Yeah.
Some of the younger guys, that is it. Other than that,
I'm all for rebuilding. You know
time
that.
to
I just
go.
think they did it too early. And I get the impression that what happened is, okay, we lost the Chicago Blackhawks. We have to add advanced stats type thinking. And they added advanced stats type thinking, and it didn't actually work.
Nope,
so what they said, the problem is we're not advanced stats enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to double down. And when they doubled down, they didn't make the playoffs. And now we have to get rid of every puzzle piece, no matter how old or young, because it's not like Marchand is an old man that represented the old Boston Bruins. And by the way, the entire time keeping the coach. Yeah. You know, I mean, I in a situation like Toronto, I get it.
Yeah.
In a situation where we're only 2 years removed from a Stanley Cup, I don't.
That 2 years might as well be 20. This team doesn't resemble that team at all. We can't keep emphasizing on what happened already. Those pieces are gone. That team doesn't exist anymore. Now they're an 0-3 team that looks absolutely lost out there. I think the team has quit on the coach. So I think before anyone gets traded, friggin' Julian's gone. Yeah. Julian is gone before anyone gets traded because it's pretty early in the season for a major trade. And even Chara at his age would be still considered a major trade because I think he can go and help another team.
It just makes me think that it's more about the ideology that they're following than it actually. It's just like I would feel. Look, you're 100% right. It's over. It's done. Yeah. You know, we've talked about this before. But it just feels like they bailed too early on this.
They did.
And I just wonder in 10 years from now, sort of like the way we look back at the dead puck era, that this ideology will be, unlike the dead puck era, fundamentally flawed.
Yeah.
And these advanced stats guys, and I'm sure not all of them, and you know, I'm not like throwing like Kyle Dubas, who I have a little bit of respect for. Yeah. And most of the advanced stats guys I read are reporters that are cheerleaders. You know, and I just, you know, you take a stat like Corsi, and I think you decide that you're a believer. Like almost like you picked a religion or something like that. And they're just going to go with it and double down with it. That's not thinking. You know, there may be advanced stats right now that are really effective tools for coaches and general managers and scouts. But they might not be the ones we're using now because these guys are so thick-headed. They've made it such an us versus them mentality that if there is something to this, with a few tweaks, maybe a different stat altogether, they're not going to do it. They're just going to run to the ground. And that's what I get the feeling the Boston Bruins did.
It's a worldview. It's an agenda. They're not going to give it up without a fight. And the thing is, in 10 years, like you're saying, not only is this going to be a failed ideology, but the Boston Bruins are going to be known as the first victim of this false narrative.
Yeah. Now, if Toronto starts winning, that'd be a whole different thing, I suppose. Yeah. But then you're also going to have to show where do they make moves that fit this new sort of ideology or whatever. I don't care.
And you're also going to have to figure out why they succeeded where Boston didn't. So it's just like, as long as it's still 50-50, it's not enough. Like in baseball, when advanced stats started to become a big push, there were a good majority of teams that were starting to be successful, and we're still seeing it. So it became something of a movement. The only movement that we're seeing in hockey right now is a fucking bowel movement with this shit, and it needs to be flushed sooner rather than later.
Yeah, well,
that's a good fucking line.
Well, you know, the only way it's going to get flushed is because, look, I'm just going to leave it at this. I am not anti-advanced stats. I've said it 100 times. I am not. It'd just be ridiculous to sit there and take it, just to completely dismiss a tool because that's not old-time hockey. That's not the way it's. That is backwards thinking. But I find that same mentality among the advanced stats cheerleaders, or what I like to call them, apologists. You know, so it's almost like a double thick-headed mentality. I think the only way to sort of get the hockey that I'd like to see, because by the way, the game's been, you know, everybody's happy about the hockey. The game's been boring for the most part. The exciting games, the Canadians, admittingly, and the Rangers, because they won all 3 of their games, they're kind of fun. All right, what happened in Philly last night? Low-scoring game, but a lot of physical stuff. Okay, that was fun. I still can't get that Toronto-Buffalo game out of my head. And the only thing I was worried about, hey, that's Jack Eichel with his fucking chia pet head. By the way, did you know he had a good line change yesterday?
He can really make a beautiful line change.
That's right. He could make a beautiful line change. I'm sick of that kid.
I heard he helped deliver 3 babies on the way to the arena.
That's true.
That's what I heard.
You know, I'm not picking on the kid. I actually like him. I like him a lot. He seems like a nice kid too with his chia pet hair. But I'm not making fun of him, so to speak. I'm surprised I didn't get one dislike on that video. That blows my mind.
You're making fun of the media and the slurping that's going on.
Well, that's the thing about these idiot friggin' Buffalo fans, and they're not all idiots. I hate. All right, they're all idiots. I'm just gonna be
fuck it. Let's put them all in there.
I make fun of a rapper in Lafayette. And
I thought you were gonna say Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein might as well be Liechtenstein. That's funny just to say.
It's a great name. That's classic comedy right there.
I make fun of a rapper in Liechtenstein or Lafayette or whatever it is. And I hate the Buffalo Sabres. I attack, rightfully so, fans that are promoting or being permissive or apologetic about cheating, tank wars, cheating, tanking, same thing. And I hate the Buffalo Sabres, and I'm just shocked that making fun of, which I'm really making fun of the media. I'm not fucking Jack's a great guy, and you know what? Where this started from is. He had a wrist shot goal, and it was like it was a wrist shot. It was a nice goal. I'm not saying it wasn't.
It was a nice little.
Did you see that compared to what Oldie did to that defenseman on New Jersey? I mean, it's not even the same stratosphere.
No, of course not. It's an unassisted play that ended up really cementing the victory, so that it made it a little bit of a big deal about it. I get it a little bit. Look, he's one of 2 guys that came out of the draft who's transformative players. You know, everything they do right now is going to be hyped up. And you know what? It's supposed to. And this is going to bug you. But their job is to help promote the game. They want the game to grow. And these type of guys, and emphasizing what they do, help sell jerseys, help sell tickets, help make the game bigger.
Like line changes.
He can really make a beautiful line change. Everything Jack Eichel does is beautiful.
It's pretty nice. Jesus. I heard he makes
I know
his
all
own
that. I just hate it. I don't like it.
I know.
I like Gary Bettman, and I hate all the fans coming to the game. How about that? How about that pissed off? And he'll never listen to me again. I do. I'm sick of it. You know, John Cherry was right. Stanley Cup Final wasn't war. I want war.
You want war?
I want to go out and I'm getting all and that's exactly why you're not allowed to get Zdeno Chara's age wrong. You got that? No more, because it makes me feel old.
Well, you should be. I mean, you're basically telling everyone to get off your lawn right now, and that's okay. That's okay. The NHL is your lawn, and that's all right.
I'm not that old.
To a young strapping man like
You're right.
myself,
No, you know what? You're absolutely correct. Ding, ding, ding. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Shout out to young strapping man like myself, you are rather aged.
I'm fucking beautiful though, man.
You age well.
I sent a picture to Terry when I was 15. I look fucking horrible. I'm just like so skinny. It's like disgusting.
I'm surprised that you've aged as well as you have. I was really I thought you were going to age like milk.
Why did you think that? I was beautiful.
I don't know.
You wanted me to.
Well, because when I knew you, like back in the day, I saw you one day and you were full military mode, skinny and everything. I saw you like a year and a half, 2 years later, and you had put on a little weight.
Well, divorce! And then that was the operation.
And when you put on weight, and people don't know this. I don't know if they've really noticed, but when you put on weight, you put it on in your face.
Yeah, I do.
And you look horrible.
I don't put it on a little bit in the belly, a little bit in the face.
But it goes in that face.
This time last year, I looked horrible. Well,
yeah, but you look great now.
Yeah, fucking beautiful.
And you don't have blonde hair or anything, but you know,
brown.
It looks.
You're like one of those fucking chicks that has brown hair, telling everybody that's.
Dude, it's the light. I'm telling you, I'm going blonder. I've decided though.
Why'd you sign that?
I just want to go blonder.
Yeah, why don't you go like Eminem blonde?
I'm having fun now.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the fun I'm going to have when I go even more blonde? That's the way it's supposed to go.
Most people don't know, this has everything to do with your daughter being on some kind of vacation or something like that. That's what it has.
Yeah, just sheer fucking boredom.
Yeah.
She went on a class trip for a week. My wife comes in the door. She goes, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. What do you want to do?" She goes, "You want to dye her hair?" I'm like, "Yeah." That's what we did.
Dye
Dyed
her
hair.
pubes. Dye your pubes. Dye her hair. Set the place on fire.
Basically.
All right, you jerks want to see a picture of me when I was. This is funny. I'm so bony. It's just disgusting. Look at this. Well, you'll see in a minute. That's me in San Francisco in 1993.
That's a good time to be in San Francisco.
I got the check. Yeah. I met a lot of nice guys. Friendly. Like San Francisco. Don't call it Frisco, by the way.
Birkenstocks.
Yeah, I had an ex-girlfriend. Well, she's sort of an ex-girlfriend. My ex-friend beat me up for kissing her.
Oh, gotcha.
I got this, so she sent this to me today. She actually dug this up out of her own and took a picture of it and sent it over to me.
You're still on her mind.
Yeah. No, she's got like 3 kids, and no, not at all. No.
Hey, just you have a bunch of kids doesn't mean that you forget the ones that you truly care about.
I want to see everybody's reaction in the chat because I'm really
made an impression.
I'm really self-centered.
I did that when I posted some old army pictures of me from like 2003, 2002. I was really, really skinny.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously. And
You're a
people were like,
good-looking guy,
that's
man.
not you.
You're good looking. You're a better looking guy. I mean, until you had your fucking, until you fell off the fucking Humvee. I mean,
You came back from Iraq and, yeah.
I was never.
2004 changed my ass.
Yeah, but I mean, I was never as beautiful as you are at any time.
I
in my
was
life.
rather beautiful.
Yeah. Welcome to give us a call 718-395-7660. This is the In the Crease with the Metrosexuals. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you. Anything else? I'm hearing Albie is either injured or he's got some kind of personal problems because he missed the morning skate.
I saw something on it earlier, and now I can't find the story.
Injury Ninja. I don't know how much I should take him seriously. Chris Wazzle seems to think he's okay.
Injury Ninja. I'm not taking
on Twitter.
anyone named
Injury Ninja on Twitter. Real trustworthy source.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right.
He says he just read what it's actually a pretty cool account because he just writes the name of the player. He just said Alex Ovechkin. Injury Ninja.
I have the actual story right here in front of me.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah. Alexander Ovechkin misses morning skate, will be a game-time decision versus the Sharks. Capitals coach Barry Trotz, my man, your man, Barry Trotz, said Captain Alex Ovechkin will be a game-time decision against San Jose Sharks. Ovechkin missed Wednesday's morning practice skate, Washington's morning skate ahead of Tuesday's night game for personal reasons. No other details were given. So there's no reason as to why, but he still could play tonight against the Sharks.
Well, I hope things are good for Alex.
Yeah.
Starting off the season right. Caps are doing everything we thought they would.
Going
the Caps are who we thought they
MVP.
were. They're who we thought they were. Let them off the hook.
I still hate that's one of my. I hate that.
I love that speech.
Fucking clip.
Why do you hate that?
Oh, because
you guys were really victorious in that. I mean, that they
we were victorious.
They were putting you, that coach is putting you over.
No, Denny Green. No, he was saying that the Bears were who they thought they were, not a very good team, and they had us beat. But they let us off the hook, even though we made all the plays to win that game. I broke my fucking futon during that game.
I took it like we knew they were good, but we knew we could beat them, and then we didn't treat them like they were good. That's the way I took that. But I don't watch football.
Disrespect is disrespect, and I got to slap a bitch in the mouth.
Yes.
That's what I know.
Slap a bitch.
Slap a bitch.
Slap a bitch. Shout out to Dr. D. Jason Johnson. I probably should start talking to Jason Johnson about the game next year because I still haven't released the winner.
Yeah. Do you know yet?
I got Laura again this weekend. I'm not saying. I really got a gig. And I will be sending a t-shirt out, I promise. You have no idea how my dyslexia affects my tics.
Well, send me I don't want to do the math. I was going to say send me the numbers, but I don't want to do the math.
It's half laziness and it's half not wanting to get it wrong because it's a fucking contest.
You know, I kind of look. I understand your situation, but you got a brilliant fucking mathematician wife.
That's pregnant.
She's pregnant, but her numbers are still good.
She farts too much. I can't sleep.
That's every night. Good. Yeah.
She farts and snorts too much.
Farts way too much.
It's ruining me. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna watch the games tonight. I swear to God. And then I'm up fucking 2 a.m. I try to go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed right after this, and it's gonna be.
I'm gonna be up all night again. I can't help it.
Yeah, well, you got cubbies.
Because the Cubs are closing out tonight, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to care about hockey a lot more than I am right now. Like
you're
I'm
fine.
putting a lot of effort, but
You
it's hard
fucking
with
guys.
the Cubs.
I don't
in
know
the
how
playoffs.
anybody
I got to
is
admit.
any. I honestly, I don't know why hockey's the most. I mean, I don't want it to be, but I don't know how hockey's the most. I can't stand any other sport and any other athlete.
I still love it. I'm catching all the highlights and everything.
There's
but
so
I
many
can't get
less
fully invested
repulsive
yet.
people in hockey, at least that we know of.
There's some pretty repulsive people.
Steve
Just
Mason
not
picked
as many.
Steve Mason picked a bad time to have personal problems because Neuwirth had 31 shots for the Flyers, and they shut out the Panthers 1-0, and that's exactly what they needed to do to gain some confidence and refooting. That is some good stuff. Shout out to Patrick Lynn. Yeah, they like you wouldn't friggin' believe.
Yeah, well, especially considering their next game against the Hawks. You know, Hawks are playing. They played in the first game, but the next two games they played pretty damn well. So I sent a tweet to the Chicago Hawks today, the Blackhawks, in honor, actually by request of Patty Glynn.
Yes.
It was like, hey, can you ask the Blackhawks to take it easy on Philadelphia? So I actually wrote the Blackhawks on Twitter, said, hey, Blackhawks, my friend Patrick Glynn wanted me to ask you guys to take it easy on and I put in the the Flyers as well. But I didn't get it. Nothing,
Yeah.
no traction.
Some breaking news. Islanders signed goon Eric Bolton, now his 20th pro season. Interesting they're bringing up an enforcer. Of course, Puck Daddy's outraged. I don't need to go into that.
Of course.
Taylor
Hall is doubtful for the Oilers tonight. Illness.
Oh. Well, maybe it's the mumps again. Was that last year or the year before? I forget.
That was last year. Sydney got the mumps.
I'm okay, guys.
I could play.
Hope Jack Eichel doesn't, because he makes beautiful line changes.
He can really make a beautiful line change.
Get
Everything Jack
mesmerized.
Eichel does is beautiful.
Mesmerized by Jack
Dumping the
Eichel,
puck,
hockey
putting
media.
his leg over the bench, putting his other leg over the bench, and sitting down. This is the type of thing you would expect from a number 2 draft pick overall. That's right, Jack Eichel at 13-14 made a line change. Back to you, Bob.
All right, I'm here, Bob. I'm down in the glass, and I just want to, just reiterate that Jack Eichel just made a line change. Right now, he's sipping the Gatorade, and look at the way the Gatorade slides down his throat.
It's
wow.
pretty good. It's nice.
Jesus. Fucking asshole.
He's got really good technique, the way he sips with that straw. Let me tell you, Mike, it's pretty impressive. Never seen a guy quite drink that orange Gatorade the way he does. It's pretty amazing.
I got to listen to this whole fucking season, don't I?
You are. And
you know what's really good so
God
far?
forbid fucking McJesus starts get going. If he starts get going, you think Eichel's getting slurred.
No, it won't. Because somebody will be a bad guy. It'll be just like Crosby Ovechkin. Somebody's going to have to play the bad guy in the media. And that was actually
those guys are bad guys.
Yeah, I know. They'll find a way to fucking... If he says something... look, if Eichel or McJesus say something a little off color, especially if McJesus does,
sure.
They'll make him a bad guy. This is the good one, and that's the bad one. Some more shit like that.
A little bit of Ranger history for you today.
Yeah, what you got? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Tell me.
10 years ago today, Mr. Lundqvist, first NHL win. There you go.
Yeah, 10 years ago, and then it would be 10 years ago this summer, or this winter, that he won the goddamn gold medal for Sweden. Shout out to Pure. Oh, that's right. He's not Swedish. They beat the Finns. Sorry. Oh, probably wasn't a glint in his old man eye. Was he 15? Oh, God, he was 5. Oh, good. You weren't old enough to remember it. Sort of like Macazar in the 93 Stanley Cup. He wasn't old enough to remember that.
Nope.
If a tree falls in the forest, does Macazar know his team won a cup? No, it doesn't. He's fucking busting my nuts. I win all the wars. Right? I win all the wars. I'm a winner.
Kazar comes into the damn fantasy chat earlier. Why doesn't anybody even respond to my trades? I go, well, I'll hit you. We had a great trade. I'll trade with you again. He sends me the ridiculous request. I go, well, at least now I know why no one's responding.
Yeah.
Reject.
Dr. Deke says I want to stick my fingers in that hair. Talking about Jack Eichel.
Oh, Lord, my
have
brain went somewhere else, Tommy. You can't do that to me.
I'm sorry, no soldier.
Palpitations here.
Real? Oh, we'll talk about the Cubs. I don't mind talking about the Cubs. I'll talk about the
You
Cubs.
can't talk about my future ex-wife in any capacity like that. It freaks me out.
What? Who's your future ex-wife?
Dr. Dick.
Oh, future ex-wife.
she's
Why is that joke
ex-Mrs.
funny to me? It's so stupid. You
didn't catch it. That's the best part of it.
I don't know. Well, she says she wants to run her fingers through that hair. I'm using the Jack Eichel. I have a solution to your problem, Dr. D. Buy a Chia Pet, and then you're good.
Go.
Chia Pet.
Or a nice Brillo pad.
Is he? I guess that's an Irish name, right? Eichel.
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 Let's find out.
My grandma and your grandma. Eichel.
Heyo.
Heyo.
I don't know what his ethnicity is.
Finland. God, Pierre was only 5 when that happened. I had just moved to Germany, and think about that. When I moved to Germany, Pierre was 5.
I don't know what the hell he is.
Who didn't respond to the trade? Fucking what's his name? Grand Slam 87.
The Huffman.
Huffman. Good job in Huffman's doing lately, huh?
He is killing it.
I love the Huff.
Who doesn't love the Huff? If you don't love the Huff, you need to go get an inoculation.
You better keep his grades right where they are.
I'm not worried about him.
These fucking kids, they think I'm fucking. Tell them right now, Dave, that I'm not kidding.
Oh, he's not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
You will get cut.
Because I don't want you to be a big loser like me.
Exactly. You got two.
You're probably making a mistake
right
already
here.
if you want to go into sports media and even hanging around me. So.
Yeah, I know.
What was that chick in Chicago? They cut her because she was on sort of a Howard Stern-y type show. Weren't we talking about that last year or the year before? What
was her goddamn
she was like
name?
in a story where she was doing a sports thing and they wore low cut tops or something like that.
Yeah.
Who was
that?
Her name? And they was like, she lied on her resume. Oh God.
Son of a bitch. What was her name?
People think I'm fucking crazy. Nobody's getting laid, and Playboy's not even showing nudie girls anymore.
I couldn't believe that. When you said that earlier,
I believed
looked
it
that
completely.
shit up and I lost my mind.
I've never bought a Playboy. Everybody's like, "Ooh, what a fucking perv you are." I've never bought. My wife has bought more Playboy magazines than me, which is 2 apparently, according she told me.
Yeah.
Oh, holy Christmas! What the fuck is going on?
I bought a few when Sable was on it and China and all them were on it. I bought those, but
I'm like Joe Cronin now. I want to fucking kill myself. I don't think I want to.
I'm still trying to find Eichel's ethnicity. I cannot find it.
I think he's Irish. Sounds like a Gaelic name. Maybe he's German. I don't know. Where do you
all
get
I'm getting
chia?
is American.
What ethnicity do you get chia hair from?
I think that's Jew. I don't know.
Maybe he's Jewish. Maybe he's Jewish German. Jewish German.
Eichel sound. You know what?
I don't know.
The way
That face
it's
of his
spelled?
looks kind of Irishish, and that the only guy who looks more Irish than him is Ed McJesus. Holy Christmas!
Yeah.
Fucking if he was 3 inches less, I'd think he was a leprechaun.
When you say his name, you have to say it a certain way. Connor McDavid. You have to say
Connor
it like
McDavid.
That's the only.
He's going to heaven to Connor McDavid.
You know about that Connor McDavid?
He said, I'd never forget that last September when I was in New York, and they had the Irish bars were filled, especially the ones that were close to the Garden, were just filled with Callahan jerseys, and they all had they all I guess they didn't want to take them out just yet, and they all put band posters over the jersey. You had to kind of look behind the glass and see what's. They were mad. The New York Irish were very upset with Callahan. Jesus.
This picture I'm looking at of Jack Eichel right now, I don't know what ethnicity, but he looks like he has some Mongoloid in him.
Mongoloid.
Definitely some.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shout out to Ty Davis.
This is a bad picture.
I haven't seen some of these guys I haven't seen in all summer, and they're popping in there's a French guy.
What's up, guys?
I'm just seeing
What's up, French guy?
Oh, I don't know. I'm awful. But I remember you guys. I just haven't heard from you in a while. I'm we're getting more hits again, which is nice.
That's good.
We've doubled them since the Cronin Wars, as it came to be known.
The famed Cronin Wars.
Who's that scene in Christmas Story? Okay, this is why I've been dragging this out. you know exactly why. This is why I've been dragging it out. You know exactly who's going to be on the line.
Here it comes.
Roy in Florida, who's a big Boston Bruins fan. I want to hear you sound off. Sound off like Patrick Lynn. Bubby.
Drop the bomb, Tommy.
What do you mean drop the bomb? I don't want to bomb you. I feel bad for you.
Drop the bomb.
No.
Tommy. Blow it up.
You want to clear the whole team?
Blow it up.
Why?
The whole team, right? Blowed up?
Blow it up.
I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear how you feel. I don't care if
I think
it's
he's saying he wants to blow the team up.
blow the team up.
No. I want Tommy to hit the button, the blow-up button.
Oh, you don't get to make the
You
request.
know, wait a minute. Everybody calm down. I decide. When the blow.
Oh, okay. So start going. I'll say something sooner or later. You'll push the button.
No, I look. I'm here for you, the fan. I supported.
I'm glad you're here, Tommy. I'm glad you're here because you're about all we got, man. You're all we got, man. We're seeing the crumble of the best.
Yeah. My problem is I think they just let you guys go too quick. But I'm here for you. I put Patrick Glynn on my couch yesterday after the Flyers got beat on 7-1. Now I'm looking out for you. What's going to happen when the Rangers start losing? I don't know how I'm going to handle that. But
It's gonna be bad.
now I can look down at all these people like, I'm sorry. It wasn't like that 10 years ago. But
I'm getting really agitated. I can't find his ethnicity.
What does your son think?
My son is Mason.
Your son is what does he think of the Bruins?
Mason.
It's a good name.
Mason, he's going crazy, dude. We just had a matinee game yesterday.
I watched.
We lost 6-3.
Yeah, I know. You guys were ahead 2-0 at some point too in the second period because I watched the game.
Yeah, that was it. It was short-lived.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Were we right or were we right? I mean, we
were
always
right.
give it to you straight. We always give it to you straight. You know?
Dave is probably right on Julian.
Yeah.
And we're going to just let it ride. It's going to happen what it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I can root for the Panthers, man. I'm right here in Florida.
He's already going to fucking Plan B.
Flip teams. You should send pictures in to your family over there. And like what you do is pick seats that absolutely nobody are in for miles and then have your wife go all the way down to the ice and take a picture of you both in there.
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
It should be a freaking postcard.
You know, my kid plays at the training facility for the Panthers.
Does he really? I guess your kid's got some
Yeah.
talent.
There's like 3 rinks in this one building.
Yeah. Well, I wish him. He's a defenseman, right? Or is he forward?
Yeah.
Then you're raising your kid
They're
right.
getting pretty crazy, man. They had the tennis ball. They were doing the tennis ball last week.
Yeah.
Like shooting tennis ball, and it was crazy.
Yeah, I was absolutely wrong. I was absolutely wrong, Roy. You're right. I'll blow you. Fucking prick, aren't I? Jesus Louises with chicken greases. Thank you for the call, Roy. I do love you, and I do wish the best for your.
I love Roy.
Actually, we really love Roy. He's really
every
one of
time
our
he calls
biggest supporters. I just wanted to blow him up.
Every time he calls in, it feels like he just took an 8-ball.
You know, nobody tells me when to blow people up. I blow people up when I want. Nobody.
It's great. I love that.
Oh, Jesus.
Blow me up. Throw me over the top rope. No. Do what I want.
I do feel bad for him.
I love Roy.
I do feel bad for him.
About the Bruins?
Yeah. I don't like
Why?
seeing the Bruins getting taken apart like this. I don't
Why?
like because it's
part of hockey.
everything. It's everything that I like hockey for certain reasons. The Bruins are like the reason to watch hockey for me.
Nobody's great forever. And these teams, going back down the list a little bit to build themselves back up, that's part of the great fucking drama that drew me to this game. Knowing the Blackhawks were getting good when I got into hockey for the first time. I knew about the 90s shit after our failed championship bid. We went through a bad period for a little while there. And to see the Hawks rebuild was part of the reason that drew me in. So going through these things is part of
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. You still there, buddy?
That is an illicit blowing up right there.
You didn't take any shrapnel on that one, did you?
I shouldn't have got blown up. It was a beautiful speech I was giving. I take offense
You wanted to
to
get
that
out
one.
of here. Come on, we have to get out of here because you got a bunch of shows tonight. Hey,
I
go
do.
Cubs! Absolutely, go Cubs! Go Mets too. I'm one of those
Go
weird
Mets too. I agree.
Yeah, go Mets, go Cubs. Can I root for the Blue Jays?
Yeah, let's root for the Blue Jays.
Who are they playing?
They are think they're closing out against Texas. No, they pushed it to Game 5 against Texas. So winner take all.
All right. So go
That's
Jays,
tomorrow.
go Mets, go Cubbies. I'm actually kind of a little, even more so than the Mets. I'm kind of rooting for the Cubs. You know.
Game 4, I'll be doing full live coverage, man. Little reaction party over on my channel, Dead on Dave Productions, in about 23 minutes. So.
All right. Make sure you. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Fuck. Imagine that. I hit the bomb and then I hit the. And I know whatever. Well,
Completely
definitely
by accident.
If you haven't subscribed to Dead on Dave, please go down to the description box below. He's right there. Subscribe to Dead on Dave Productions. He does all sorts of Dead on Dave stuff, especially he roots for the Cubs, what have you. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, that is the place to go. The official wrestling channel of the Shot from the Point hockey channel is Dead on Dave Productions.
Yes.
You like that?
I do like that.
I also want to big plug this fucking thick-headed Mick in Long Island that I know. His name's Ken Morrison. He's going to be at the Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And get this, here's what he tells me. I'm going to be there in mid-November, right? I didn't have time to find. Why not tell me the damn date? You're worse than Jake Link.
Yeah. Just sometime in mid-November.
Joe, I don't know. It's
the ambiguity that makes people want to go.
Ken Morrison is he's trying to get in the comic business. He's fucking struggling out there because it's so goddamn hard to make a living and pay your fucking rent nowadays. But he seems like my type of guy. So I know I have some New York listeners, especially Little Estito. If you're fucking old enough to go to a goddamn comedy club, go meet Ken and bust his balls because he's an Islander fan. Sound good?
I like it.
I like it, yeah. Super, super. Tommy C. SFTP. Tommy C. SFTP if you want to get me on Twitter, and I'll yell at you. Skype me, Shot from the Point, one word. Add me to contacts, leave a message, or 718-395-7660, Brooklyn, New York. But I'm in Germany. I really took. I don't know if you ever heard this song called "You Live in 212, I Live in 718." 718, because I always thought Brooklyn was cooler than Manhattan. You know, because if you're from, well, I mean, the hipsters ruined it all. You used to be a badass. Now you're a fucking jerk with a beard.
I like beards.
They have like hipsters moving. I saw on the subway when I was there last year. Like, you know, they have like hipsters moving services, and they call it hipster moving service.
We have a hipster barbershop here in my town in Germany.
Get the fuck out of here. Did they call it the hipster barbershop?
No, but there's a giant curled mustache on the fucking glass. It's unmistakable. I know, and they have hipster service. They make you wait like 15 minutes before they even talk to you. It's great.
Yeah. Also, check out my favorite rapper in the whole world, Real Talk Metaphor Messiah. Go look him up. I don't have him in the description box below, but he's really great.
www.realtalkthetruth.com.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Dr. Deke, friends of the show, and Jack Malay, who's probably going to be on this show, subbing for Dave on a Monday. Remember, we're open on Mondays. Yeah, go check their site. They're actually in my Friends of the Show box in the front page of the Shot from Point Hockey channel. Please make sure you check them out. I would appreciate that. I would really appreciate it. Did I get everybody, Dave?
We got everybody.
I think so, too.
I believe so.
Yeah. Jack Eichel. It was a wrist shot. It was a wrist shot. It was just a fucking wrist shot.
It was a really pretty wrist shot.
It was a wrist shot.
Unassisted goal by Jack Eichel.
I'm like those two guys in the Garden. About 15 years ago, I went to go see wrestling, and The Rock dropped an elbow, and these two fat guys, these wannabe wrestlers, like, it was an elbow drop. What are you people freaking out for?
Sometimes an elbow drop is an elbow drop. Other times, it's the most electrifying move in sports entertainment.
You know what? I was sitting with my friends, and you know what I said to them? I said, "Get out of my crease!"